All right, we are back here at part 2 to finish up the rest of the packet on the percent equation. So we left off on the beginning of example 3, where we were going through and setting up the equation with part equals percent times whole. So the next thing we need to do is start substituting the values into the equation. So you would want to identify the part, which would be 10.5. The percent we don't know because it says what percent of 30 tells me that that is going to be the whole. So I'm going to do times 30 to represent the whole. Now what's different about this equation is we can't just take the percent and the whole and multiply it together. We have the variable x on the right side of the equal sign. So this is like a one-step equation like you guys learned last year in 6th grade. We have to solve for the variable x. So to do that, we need to get it by itself, which we call isolate the variable, by getting rid of the 30. You get rid of the 30 by doing its opposite operation, which we call the inverse. So the opposite of multiplying 30 is going to be to divide both sides by 30. So you would simply draw a division bar or fraction bar and then write 30 underneath it to show you're dividing that by 30. And when we solve equations, if you remember it from last year, what you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other. So when I do that, that is going to cancel 30 divided by 30 on the right, which would get me 1 times x, or just x. And then on the right, when we divide 10.5 by 30, we come out to an answer of 0.35. So my answer to the question is not that it's 0.35%, that's the decimal. So I need to rewrite it as a percent, which would be moving the decimal to the right 2 spaces to make it 35%. So 10.5 is 35% of 30. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at example 4 here. What percent of 400 is 55? So again, the first thing we're going to do is set up the equation with part equals percent times whole. Then in step 2, we need to substitute the values back in. So I'm going to start with the part. So I'm looking for keyword is, and I see that it says is 55. Equals. Next, I'm going to fill in the percent. In this problem, though, we don't have a percent. So when it says what percent, we use the unknown value of x, the variable, times the whole. So I'm looking for the keyword of, and I see of 400. So the whole will be 400. So to solve for this one, step 3, you're going to divide both sides by 400. And when I simplify, I'll get x equals, and then 55 divided by 400 is 0.1375. And again, that's the decimal form. You still need to put it into a percent. So to put it as a percent, shift the decimal 2 spaces to the right, and you would get 13.75%. So 55 is 13.75% of 400. So if I was to summarize how to find a percent shortcut, I would say that to do this, you need to find the percent simply by just dividing the part by the whole. Because every single time here, I'm going to switch it to my dot camera, that we were going through and we were solving this, if you notice that we just kept taking the whole and dividing both sides by it. And what I did to one side, I did the other. So these would cancel out, which left us with just the percent. So the shortcut, you could say, is just, if you want to get the percent, simply just take the part and divide it by the whole. So to find the percent, just divide the part by the whole. All right, the last one that we need to take a look at is how do we find a whole? So let's take a look at example 5 in your packet. 39 is 52% of what number? So following the same steps, kind of like we've done in all the other examples, the very first thing is you're going to use the percent equation and set it up part equals percent times whole. Then you're going to substitute values into the equation. So the first one you need to identify is the part. So looking through here, I have 39 is 52% of what number? So for me, I see the keyword is. So that's going to tell me that that is the part. After that, I need to identify equals the percent. So again, 52%, we write as a decimal 0.52 times, and then the last one is the whole. So we have the keyword of, but it says of what number. So when we have the keyword of for whole, but we don't know what it is, what number, we're going to put in place of it the variable x. So to solve, kind of like the last examples, for x, we've got to get rid of this 0.52 because we're trying to isolate x by itself. So to get rid of the 0.52, I'm going to do step 3, which is to divide 0.52 on both sides to solve. This is what I got to get rid of, so that way I have x all by itself. All right, so I'm going to show my setup with the division bar and divide by 0.52. What I do to one side, I do to the other. And then when I simplify this out, 39 divided by 0.52 is going to get me 75. So x is equal to 75. So if we were to restate that, we'd say that 39 is 52% of 75. All right, last one, example 6. We have 90 is 18% of what number? So again, set it up. Step 1, part equals percent times whole. Step 2, now start substituting the values into the equation. So first you're going to look for the part. So I'm looking for keyword is. 90 is. From there, I'm going to identify the percent. And here I can clearly find it quickly and easily because I've got the percent symbol. And then for the last one, whole. The whole has the keyword of, but it says what number. So I'm going to substitute in a variable for that. So to put that together, 90 for the part equals, I'm going to put 18% as a decimal, 0.18, times the whole, the unknown, variable x. Step 3, divide both sides by 0.18 so we can isolate x by itself. And then to get our answer, 90 divided by 0.18 is 500. So 90 is 18% of 500. All right, so to sum it up in a shortcut version, finding a whole number. The shortcut you're going to do is take both sides and divide it by the percent, right? So if you're going to divide both sides by the percent every single time, so you get the whole by itself, that means that the shortcut is just to take the part and divide that by the percent. So part divided by percent is our shortcut for when we need to find the whole number. All right, so that takes us now to some example practice problems that I'd like for you guys to try on your own. So the first one is, what number is 10% of 20? So as you go through this, I want you to stop and think, all right, I have the equation every single time. Part equals percent times whole. Now let's start substituting in some of those values. So what is the part? I don't know. It says what number is. Equals the percent, 10%, times the whole of 20. So go ahead, take a moment, set that up, and think about mathematically, what do you need to do to be able to simplify that? All right, so we had what number is 10% written as a decimal, 0.10 of 20. And then our final solution we will get in just a moment. Let's take a look at number 2. 18 is what percent of 20? So I have 18 is, I have the part. It's asking what percent. So in place of percent, I'm going to put the unknown x. And then of 20. So I am going to fill in 20 for my whole. All right, go ahead, use your calculators. Try to get answers to questions 1 and 2. All right, here we go. Answer to number 1. You should have got an answer of 2. 0.10 times 20 is 2. For number 2, you should have done 18 divided by 20, which would have got you 90. All right, let's try the next ones. 3 and 4, here we go. How do we set them up? So for number 3, 45%. So I have my percent, so I'm going to put that in place of the percent. And then it says of what number? We don't know the of, so we're going to fill it in with an X. And the last part is 450. So I have the is, the part. All right, number 4, I have 3 is, so I have the part. It asks what percent? So in place of the percent, I'm going to put the variable x because we don't know it. And then the last one, of 50, of tells me that that is my whole. All right, I'm going to give you a moment again and go ahead and finish solving those. And let's check your answers here in just a moment. Excuse me. All right, here we go. So for number 3, you should have gone ahead and divided both sides by 0.45, and 450 divided by 0.45 is 1,000. And for number 4, you should have divided both sides by 50, and 3 divided by 50 is technically 0.06, but you have to write it as a percent. So you would have to move your decimal to the right to make it 6%. All right, we have 2 more questions, our last ones for you to try. I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys try them. And then instead, this time, I'm going to wait till you're done and show you the work. All right, hopefully that should have been enough time for you to try them. Here we go. Number 5, did you get 6? And for number 6, did you get 100?